video, I just want to say really quickly, I don't know how in the world I forgot to tell you guys this, but my awesome friend Ella finally got a YouTube channel for her bunny Blizzard, and they've been posting quite a bit. They do a lot of like ASMRs and just funny videos of Blizzard reacting to things, so be sure to go subscribe to him. I'll try to remember to leave the link to their channel down below. It is Blizzy My Boy, and yeah, let's get on with the video. Welcome to today's video, and today we are going to talk about litter training your rabbit, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your life a little bit easier while you're trying to litter train your rabbit. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Avery and I have one rabbit named Brencel, and on this channel we post a lot of rabbit related videos such as rabbit care and also just fun entertainment. If that sounds like something that interests you, be sure to go hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notified every time we post a new video. Without further ado, let's get on with the litter training tips. First, you need to have a good setup for your rabbit. You don't want one of those small corner litter boxes, and you also want to stay away from litter boxes that have a wire grate on top of them because that's really uncomfortable for your rabbit. And also, most litter boxes advertised for rabbits are actually much too small for rabbits. You're more going to want to shop in the cat section. So the litter box needs to be at least big enough for your rabbit to easily get in, do a full turnaround. If they can't turn around in the litter box, it is definitely too small. Alright, so in the litter box, I like to put pine pellets on the bottom and then a paper-based bedding on top of that. The pine pellets are really great for absorption and also reducing the smell because they absorb the smell really well. Now, you always want to stay away from wood shavings. I believe there's one kind of shaving that is safe, but I completely forgot what it is. So most of the time you just want to stay away from softwood shavings because they have a very strong aroma, which is actually very bad for your rabbit. So you want to stay away from those. But pine pellets, the way they are processed, it is completely safe for rabbits. Now, since pine pellets are hard, it can be quite uncomfortable on your rabbit's hocks. That is why I recommend putting some sort of soft paper-based bedding on top of them, which is what I do, and it works really well. You can get KT Clean and Cozy, or you can get Carefresh. I also think Oxbow has a paper-based bedding, just whatever works for you. And you also want to make sure you're staying away from litters that have a bunch of dyes or added like smells in them because that is not good for your rabbit. Next, you will want to provide hay in or right beside the litter box. So there are different ways you can provide the hay. You can either have it in a hay feeder or you can just pile it in the litter box, whatever works better for you. You need to make sure you stay away from those tiny hay feeders with just these little wires in them with barely any space for the rabbit to get the hay out. Those are not big enough. I will pop up a picture here of what a proper hay feeder looks like. If you don't want to provide it in hay feeder, that's perfectly fine. You can just pile it in the litter box. Sometimes this can lead to a bit more waste, but it's totally up to you and your rabbit. Now, when you're first starting to litter train your rabbit, you're probably just going to want to provide hay only in the litter box because rabbits eat hay a lot. They spend a lot of time in their day eating hay, so if you provide that in the litter box, then they're going to have to go in the litter box to eat it, and rabbits really enjoy using the bathroom while they eat hay, so if you provide the hay in the litter box, it works perfectly. Once your rabbit is more litter trained, you can provide it in different areas, but especially if your rabbit is a little bit harder to litter train, at first you're probably just going to want to provide it in the litter box. So you want to make sure you're keeping your rabbit's litter box very clean, otherwise they're not going to want to go in there. I mean, you can't blame them. But one thing that I think can help when you're starting out is when you clean the litter box, add back a little bit of the old litter to the fresh litter so that they still smell that smell in the litter box, and that can help them remember to go back in the litter box. Alright, so one thing I would like to mention is that spaying and neutering your rabbit can really help with litter box training in some rabbits. And the reason I say in some rabbits is because Brincella is not spayed and she still is like perfect with litter training. She was super easy to train. I basically just put a litter box in her cage and she knew what to do. But not all rabbits are like that, and spaying and neutering can help with a lot of rabbits. Not all of them, but some rabbits are easier to litter train than others. Some will never be perfect and will still have accidents from time to time. Others will be basically perfect. It just depends on the rabbit. So what should you do if your rabbit has an accident and pees or poops outside of the litter box? So if your rabbit pees, first you want to take a paper towel and soak up the pee and put that paper towel in the litter box, because they're going to smell it in there and that'll help them know that it's supposed to go in there and not wherever they accidentally peed. And then you're going to want to take another paper towel and use some vinegar and water mixture, spray that on the area and wipe up all the pee, and that'll help remove the smell, and then they won't smell it there, so they'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go there. And if they poop outside of the litter box, just pick up the poop and put it in the litter box. So I really hope these tips helped you guys to litter train your rabbit. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment them down below and I will do my very best to answer them. And I will see you all next week. Bye. What? I said what?